everyone, I am Tanisha Balson, Miss Dominica 2025, and today I will be interviewing a few individuals who are deeply involved in the creative arts industry. They will be giving us a small insight as to why they decided to get involved in the creative arts industry and how it has benefited them. This video is brought to you by Secretly Dominican Productions, your choice for wedding photography, graduation, birthdays, maternity shoots, events, and interviews like this one. I am here with Elnarrah Emmanuel, one of the directors of the Pashïwok Dance Academy and a popular dancer in Dominica. So, Miss Emmanuel, how did you become a dancer and how long have you been dancing?
Okay, it's quite not much of an exciting story. My mother was actually a dance instructor here in Dominica herself, a Latin dance instructor. She taught salsa, merengue, stuff in the ballroom aspect. And I started when I was 3.
Wow,
yeah.
She's very young, so you have been exposed to that at a very young age.
Very young age, and my mother is a tough instructor. That's the best way I can put it.
So would you say salsa is your favorite type of dance?
Latin in general is chef's kiss for me, to be honest.
Are you ready to dance? Are you ready to dance?
So as you know, you are one of the directors of the Pashïwok Dance Academy. What pushed you to be a dance instructor?
To be honest, the dance instructor part was not part of my plan.
Oh.
It just happened. It was originally supposed to be a dance group. Brie and I, Gabrielle and I, who is also my other dance partner, the other director for Pashiwok, we were in a workshop at O'Neill, and I was like, hey Brie, I feel like we should start a dance group because we don't really have nothing new, exciting, and interesting in Dominica. And Sade Bully, who was the person that was teaching us at the workshop at the time, said, of course, you guys go for it. So we started sourcing dancers to start a dance group. And then it turned into, why don't you just teach dance? Which was the same mother dance instructor at the back of both of our ears. Why don't you just teach dance? Just teach it, because you guys have the training. You know what you want to do, just do it. And that is literally how Pashiwok came about, to be honest. We wasn't planning on being teachers and teaching little kids, and that was not part of it. But like you say, things happen for a reason, to be honest.
It does, because those of you who may not know, I am also a member of the Pashïwok Dance Academy. And I must say, this group has helped me so much, especially with my expressions, my emotions, helping me network with people. There were so many opportunities that the Pashïwok Dance Academy provided, and I must say I am very grateful for that. So what would you say to people who think that dance is more so of something that you would do on the side, not something that you would do as a career? What would you say to them?
I would say that's crazy. To be honest, because I mean, I do have as they call it, a 9 to 5, but then eventually that it's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same routine. Whereas with dance, there's different things that you can do. Things get exciting. You know, you get to tap into certain areas of yourself, and dancing or doing anything that you love. Actually, you know, science, to all my science people out there, it releases a certain hormone that makes you happy.
Yeah.
If you do curricular activities that are natural to you and something that you love, to be honest. So when I'm at dance, I'm happy. As you can see, I'm dressed for dance, because I do have dance.
You should. So what benefits has dance provided for you as an individual?
Oh my gosh, a lot of it. No, I don't consider myself, I know she said it, but I literally don't consider myself one of the best dancers or well-known dancers in Dominica, because you have to leave room for growth. There are a lot of things that I don't know. There are a lot of places I still want to go. so I don't see myself as that. But one thing it has given me, besides my happiness, of course, and fitness, of course, is you get to meet other creatives where you can be your silly and creative self with other people. So it's like you find your people, and like you say, networking.
Yes, definitely.
Networking, yeah.
Okay, you're a dance instructor. What challenges have you faced in Dominica when it comes to the creative industry?
People don't respect not just dancers. People don't respect creatives. Photographers, videographers, artists, in terms of music and art, painting, the people that, I don't even know what to call them, to be honest. Anybody that in the creative aspect, we don't get the respect that we deserve. Because right now, technology is taking over, and who's the ones that people call to help them boost their company with marketing and technology, which is creatives, because we know how to entertain, we know how to grasp people's attention. Understand? So we don't get any respect in terms of if people want to hire us for a job, they would see simple things like decorating an office as, oh, you just go and pin up some cloth. No, we have to make everything blend, look pretty, look appealing to us. As a dancer, I'm not gonna lie, dancers actually uplift artists' performances by tenfold, not just the dancing too, but the interactions, because they're both creatives. The same way the dancers need the artists, the same way the artists needs the dancers, you know? So another challenge, we have plenty challenges apparently, is we have no space for creatives to express themselves in Dominica. And if you know me, you know I have been saying this for so many years, and I'm happy to say that people that are well known in it, like Raymond Lawrence, has finally put his foot down, let's say, to say that we don't have a dance studio in Dominica, or we don't have spaces where creatives can go to work on their crafts. We don't have access. Photographers and videographers have to go and rent out spots just to have a studio, or not even a proper environment. You have to put a lot of things into aspect, and we have no access to that here.
So you think that's something we need to improve on?
Yes, we do.
Okay, nice.
Oh, yes.
And you also stated that dance uplifts performances, and as you know, you have been performing at the World Creole Music Festival, the big stage with Signal Band. How has this experience been for you?
It has been fun. I know some people are going to be like, why are answers so dread? To be honest, I have been dancing on the World Creole Music Festival stage since I was 13.
Wow.
As an act. It was, the first time was when I won Dominica Can Dance, the first ever one, when I was like 13 years old, who was my partner at the time, Marlon Alexander, and we performed on the stage. Fuck it. And then the second time, I think, was with Mel C, also known now as Navy. You know, I love that girl with my heart. Gabrielle and I performed with her, and then I was performing with Signal before I brought in more dancers with me. So it's not like a new thing for me, but at the end of the day, like I say, it's a great feeling to see creatives work together on the stage. Not just the singer, the band members are just as goofy as Shelly, I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not new to the stage at all.
I'm not new. I'm not new to
all.
I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
Period. Okay, so you currently teach dance from various age groups, children to adults. How has the students benefited from learning dances?
Okay. I can give you a whole backstory.
Sure.
No, when you join, not just Pashiwok, but when you're doing something again to the science, people release this is an hormone to make you happy, if let's say you're a student, you're in school, you're doing common entrance or CXC, you need to take a break from studying eventually, right? Why not take a break doing something that you love? Dance also teaches discipline. So, you know, if you want to get to something, if you want to do something that you love, you give yourself a time. Let's say you study, dance is on a Saturday, by the way. You study for like 2 hours, you go to your dance class for another 2 hours. That is technically your break. You go home, you're back to it. You don't feel overwhelmed in your work. And I know there are lots of parents that feel like when it's exam time, they don't want to bring the child to dance class because it's a distraction. It's actually not. It helps the kids to remain settled and calm so that they can absorb information better. And I will say that for sure. Some of my juniors sat common entrance. One of them actually stopped.
Wow.
She never stopped coming to dance.
That's like the popular saying, all work and no play makes
Jack a very dull boy. All my students did very well for common entrance in terms of, well, I don't have any, let's say, in CXC. I have dancers who have partied with Pashiwok, but because they were in a space where they could grow themselves, when they ventured out, they continued to do great things because they know how to tap into their creativity. Like you, check.
Yes.
Miss Dominica, clock that. My son, my hat, Malik Daru, designer, clock that. Understand? We also have Serena Williams. She is one of the, I guess, founding people. You know, it was a group of them. They call them the circus on the tree. There's Y2 Cirque. Clock that. That is completely something different that Dominicans don't put. And I don't want to take all the credit. They have their own creativity, but because they were exposed in an environment where they could be free to express themselves, they went out and they clocked that.
That's true. So we have heard how the arts can be very beneficial to someone's life and help them grow holistically. So as we wrap up, what are your last words? What do you want to say to our viewers?
Do what you love, regardless of how difficult things might be right now. It literally takes 10 minutes. If you know cooking is your thing, you be a little selfish about it. Do something for yourself. And when you take care of yourself, you can take care of others. And that is a mom quote, by the way. Stop it.
Well, thank you once again for taking the time off from your busy schedule. I know that you have dance practice, and for just giving us an insight of what it's like being a dancer and being a part of the creative industry. Thank you for letting us know how it has impacted your life and how beneficial it is. I can say for sure that I have benefited from dance from you. You actually inspired me on how you can manage your time, shuffle from being a dancer, being a dance instructor, and still being a mommy. I am very grateful for all what you have taught me, and I want to say thank you again.